This conference will now be recorded.
Everyone, very good morning. Let's begin the today's class. So today we are discussing the automation part. Okay. So automation, how you automate so and so tasks. Huh? I want to create an index tonight. Huh? So at 12 a.m. I want to create a one index. How you will do? Huh? Manually, like it's tough, right? So what you can do? Create a job and schedule it. Scheduling we call it as a automation. Yes or no? If we give 12 a.m. on that schedule, that run automatically. That script will run. Hmm? So anything like in general on SQL Server, what kind of automation uh, we will do. Okay. So on-premise we use it to perform rebuild index, reorganize index, update statistics, integrity check, and backups in on-premise, right? So those we can perform through SQL agent. Just any frequent task, if we schedule it, if we give the time, that automatically runs. That's a like SQL agent will take care. SQL agent map it to the which database? MSDB database. Okay. Either you can create the jobs, right click and create. This is through UI. Okay. Through UI you can create. You can also create through query sp add job name, right? So you have two options. So you can do either of way, but all the jobs where will be stored on MSDB database. Select star from jobs. If you run it, it will show all the jobs. Select star from schedules. It will give all the schedules of created jobs. Okay. So MSDB stores the all the jobs information that we all know so far. Yes or no? Yes, the same we have in IAS model also. IAS model we have a SQL agent and MSDB. huh? Manager instance also we have. Okay, we have a SQL agent and MSDB. You have access to MSDB. huh? What about Azure SQLDB? So Azure SQLDB, we have a MSDB database in the background. Okay, so but front end we don't have. See, I cannot access MSDB as long as I don't have access to MSDB and we don't have SQL agent. How are I gonna create a jobs? We cannot create. So we have alternatives. Okay, so these are all alternatives. You can automate using Windows Scheduler. Okay, see on-premise SQL Server Express Edition. Same, we don't have a SQL agent. Still, we automate using Windows Scheduler. How to automate using Windows Scheduler? So open the task scheduler. Okay, just right click create the jobs. Just give the name and give the schedule. Okay, so on the script part, so here say on actions, so give SQL CMD and provide the server details. SQL CMD and server name, username and password, and here some path you can keep your .sql file. On that .sql file, you can keep any script. If you want to take a backup script you can keep. If you want to do rebuild, reorganize, update stats, or integrity check, or any SP you want to run, or any index you want to create, that and all you can keep under that file. That will be executed. This is through Windows Scheduler that we all know. Okay, so in this document, so we automated. So daytime we want to give more hardware. uh, so nighttime, non-peak hours, we want to give less hardware to save the cost. This one automated. So the same way, like whatever the task, if you want to automate, you can automate any task. Okay, yeah. So leave it. See, so here is a question. Huh? I told you on the beginning day, pass model, we don't have operating system. Then how you automate using Windows scheduler? Okay, that's okay. See, Azure SQL DB, you don't have Windows interaction, you don't have Windows directly. Still, that's fine. Okay, so see, from my laptop also I can automate. Azure SQL DB related, I can automate. I can create a Windows scheduler job. See how I will give, how I will I pass the username password. I will pass like this. Okay, any Windows machine is fine to automate. Huh? But the team, I am saying you, I am telling you, don't create a separate VM. Okay, so don't create a separate virtual machine for automation. Okay, you are going to Azure and especially for pass model to save the license cost and all, because VMs that and all expensive. Okay, VM is expensive. That's why your company, your manager chooses the pass model. Again, you are creating a VM for jobs purpose. It's meaningless. Okay, don't do that. So if you have a VM, some purpose people created that VM, and that VM running 24/7. On that VM, make a request. Hey boss, we will use this VM for automation of this Azure SQL DB jobs and all. If they are okay, schedule them on that VM. If not, go for other alternative. You got it? So instead of Windows scheduler, you can choose the other option. Other options like choose any other model to automate your Azure SQL DBA stuff. Okay? Any other models like managed instance, IaaS or on-premise. There also you can automate. Your Azure SQL DBA related stuff. There also you can automate. Huh? But again, like once you chosen the Azure SQL DB model, why you are maintaining the other models? Nobody will maintain in real time. But still, okay, there is a client, they have multiple applications. Few applications are in the other models. There also you can automate. Suppose say my on-premise, this is, I have a SQL agent. Uh, I will create a Azure SQL DBA job here. How? Hmm? So here I will give the script. Okay. So exe sp name. So this sp need to be run in Azure SQL DB. So what should I do, team? Hmm? So see, if I give like this team, this SP will run in master. Or if I give AdventureWorks, this SP will run on the AdventureWorks database on the same server. But I want to run this SP in Azure SQL DB server. What should I do? Tell me. Come on.
Maybe link servers.
Yeah, simple, sir. Create a linked server, boss. Okay. So that linked server you can give. Where you want to automate to that server, create a linked server dot database dot dbo dot. That's it. This way you can automate. Okay. If we have a opportunity, if we have a servers on-premise managed instance, IaaS, then do this way. Even that opportunity also you don't have, leave it. Okay. In real time, people, most of the people, because most of the people they don't have these two options. Okay, so the remaining people they prefer either runbooks or elastic jobs in real time. Okay, in both two options, most of the people will choose in the elastic jobs. Okay, elastic jobs. So 99.99% people will use the elastic jobs to automate your Azure SQL DBA database stuff. Okay, so here we can only automate, T-SQL stuff. Okay, so if you give whatever the T-SQL command, that command will run on the database. Yeah. So how these elastic jobs will work in real time? Let's see. The same way, team. How your SQL agent jobs work. The same way elastic jobs also will work. See. So in on-premise, I have a SQL agent, right? I have a SQL agent. Let's create a kind of SQL agent. So in portal, we have a elastic job agent. Elastic job agents. This is a kind of a SQL agent. Create it. Okay. Every SQL agent mapped to a MSDB database. Right. So here also map this agent to one of the database. Okay. So that database initially a user database. So as soon as you assign that user database to this agent, that database become the MSDB database automatically. Okay. Let me show you. See here, select the server. So for jobs purpose, let me create a separate server, jobs purpose. Okay. So my plan is team. So I want to create a separate database, separate server. Okay. So separate server and a separate database I will create for jobs purpose. Here I will keep all the jobs. Okay. Suppose a job rebuild index. So that job I will create here. Okay. If I run that rebuild index, okay, if I run that before running, so in real time we have many servers, right? Okay, so we have a lot of servers and databases. Assume you have like 1,000 servers and each server you have multiple databases. Okay, all these servers and databases I will register in this jobs database. Okay, so if I run that job rebuild index, the rebuild index job, it will hit it will go and it will hit all the servers and databases. Okay, exec rebuild index, that SP will be executed same time simultaneously across all the servers and databases. Okay, so see what you are looking here, a centralized database I am using for jobs database, jobs purpose. Okay, a centralized database. Here everything I can trigger. I can create the job, I can run the job, I can schedule the job, I can delete the job, I can do anything related to the job. Where the job need to be run, so I will configure. Suppose if I give that server name, database name, and username, password of that server, and the job will be executed. You have to give those details. Otherwise, like how it will go and it will connect without username, password, without server name, database name, which database it wants to hit. Such details you have to register here in the jobs database. You have to insert into a one table. Okay, boss, this job need to be run, this database, this server, this database, like that you have to give. I will show you all practically. Huh? So, like how in real time, traffic signals. So, in a big city, you know, so there are lot of traffic signals, right? Yes or no? Many traffic signals. All signals are monitoring from one place, control room. Okay, somewhere like traffic heavy. Huh? What they do, they will give more time. So here they trigger instead of 5 minutes, let's make it 15 minutes. So whichever road more vehicles stopped. So if they give 15 minutes, by within like 15 minutes they pass all the vehicles. That's how they reduce. They monitor here everything. Okay. So like this we want to do now. Okay, a centralized database I want to keep. See, this database you can keep in any server, but better to create a separate server. Okay, so because this server you only have a access, only DBA people, you don't need to give access to the other people, because jobs you only need to monitor. Okay, see, keeping a database in single instance or existing instance, same cost. I told you on the beginning. Okay, there is no charge per server on Azure SQLDB model. They will not charge anything. Servers are free on Azure SQLDB. Why servers are free? Because on server level you are not providing, you are not giving any hardware. As long as no hardware on the server, no charge. Okay, that's why like better to create a separate server. Okay, let me create a separate server for jobs purpose. That I am doing now. Okay, so create a server. Hmm? Yeah. Okay, so create. Hmm? So jobs related, right? Always you need to give relevant names. Okay, so job server. Okay, so it's already exist. Somebody in the world already using this server name, so you have to give some unique name. Okay, done. Hmm? So this location you cannot create. So this subscription, it's not allowed to create on this. Just change the location. Any location you can give. That's okay. Hmm? Yeah. So use the SQL authentication. Huh? So any location don't give like that team, like the servers where you are creating, where you have on that location only you have to create always team, except to storage accounts and all. Sir, no. Suppose backups you are keeping on storage. Okay. Your server is in East US and your backups are in West US. Something like that. Okay. Suppose your servers are gone. At least you have a backups in other region. Okay. So we should use our common sense team. Okay. Yeah. So I'm creating a job server, so and so location, and let me go with the SQL authentication. Just give some password. That's it. Thanks everyone team for joining in time. Yeah, so this is the server. Okay, it's not yet ready. We have to wait. It's still under creation team. So for jobs, okay, to store the jobs, we need a database. Okay, let's create the database. So the jobs. Okay, so team, Edison, instead of basic, you can give standard. Okay, standard Edison, you can give. So because see, why you need to give standard? You should ask that question. Okay, because so this basic, so how much we have to pay? 400 around rupees, right? $5. But $5 they are not giving that option. Hmm? So they, so the price, okay, they are expecting minimum amount, $10. Okay, more than $10. I think S1 like $20. Okay, $20 it starts with minimum. So you have to keep standard S1, not S0. Let's see. Okay, so elastic job agent team. This is uh, so so that agent uh, we will map to this database. Okay, yeah. So it's under creation. We have to wait. Okay. So here jobs database. Can you see? So see here the elastic job database. The elastic job database must have a service model of S1 or above. Hmm? Yeah, you can also keep it in vCore model as well. We are creating a database. Here it will show. Let's wait. It's not yet ready. But it's not reflecting it, right? See the job database. It's not S1. It's still S0. Okay. Just keep in S1. Just change the pricing tag. I told you, right? You can change the pricing tag. You can go from DTU to vCore, vCore to vCore, DTU to DTU. Huh? You can change without any downtime from the application point of view. See, now we are in S1. S1, how much they charge? 2,500. Huh? So this is the minimum amount they expect from us to automate our SQL jobs. Huh? Yeah, that's it. That's okay per month price. Because on-premise for each SQL, like you have 1,000 servers, on 1,000 SQL agent, you have to create the jobs on each server. But here, just one centralized database I am using for all 1,000 servers. Hmm? So is it ready? Still showing S0. Let's wait for some time. Still in. It's done. Okay. Now the database is in. Now the database in where? S1. Okay. Maybe the browser issue team, it's already done. Leave it. Hmm? Yeah. So here, just give some name. Hmm? So I'm keeping the name as SQL agent. Prod SQL agent, development SQL agent. Like that also you can create SQL, two is elastic jobs. Sorry, two elastic job agents. One is for prod, another for non-prod. If you want to. So subscription, yes. Resource group. Okay. So this is the resource group I want to use and select server. So, okay. It's not showing job server here, right? Okay. Because it's a browser issue, you have to reload it. It's not refreshed. SQL agent, dev, and now it is showing job server. Okay. See, so on this job database, do you have any database? Yes, see, job database. That's it. Now this is eligible. This is a criteria, minimum criteria. You have to keep it in S1 or above. Okay. Yeah. So service tier, we are keeping 100 concurrent targets. Okay. So select service tier based on the needs of your work. Define number of concurrent targets. That what is targets and all we'll discuss. Targets is nothing but the servers you will add, right? The database you will add. Okay. So these servers if you add, so that job will run on these targets. That's targets. The meaning is. We'll discuss that. Okay. So review and create. That's it. Now you have a what? SQL agent and MSDB. So this is also charged from Microsoft. Okay, 1800 plus 2500. Okay, around so 4000 around, right? They charge us. Okay, for this automation purpose per month, fixed price almost. Okay, yeah. So now you can add the jobs. Okay, see, if you notice, this is a user database. Obviously, you don't have any tables, procedures. Huh? So we don't have. But see, assigned to this SQL agent, right? Now it starts creating all the tables, okay, which are supporting to the jobs related. Okay, select star from sys.jobs. See the sys.jobs, not really sys.jobs. There is separate schema that will be created. So see the jobs related object will be created here. Okay. Same stored procedure. How to create a job? SP add job. SP underscore add job. That's there in on-premise also. So that SP will be created. SP add job, create delete job, update job. That those SPs will be created here very soon. Huh? Once this deployment is over, those will see it's already created. These were not there before. As soon as this database assigned to their SQL agent, then this database became the MSDB database. See, now this is MSDB database because you have all this. Okay, even go and expand the MSDB, you can see this kind of almost same SPs you have there. Okay, yeah. Now it's easy to create a job, to delete the job, to update the job, to start the job manually. by using of these SPs. Sir, no. Now I want to see all the jobs. Select star from this. Okay. I want to see what are the jobs currently executing. So select star from this one. Okay. So see, you can create the job. So new query window. So like this. Just drag it. Okay. So exec job name you can give. Okay. Test job. Okay. See, I have created a job. Okay. So same you do in on-premise also the same way. Yeah. But here team, like obviously you guys expect some UI, right? To create the jobs. We have a UI also. Okay. So previously we didn't have the UI team, but Microsoft, because the DBS are struggling. Okay. So we habituated to use SQL agent UI to create the jobs and all, right? So creating the job something like this through scripts difficult for DBS, junior DBS especially. So they have given this like UI also. You can create the jobs directly. See, I have created this test job right just now only. I say test job. See, it's reflecting here. Okay, you can also use UI, but I am comfortable with the through scripts only team. Okay, so I have been working very long team. That time we didn't have UI, so uh, you can also use UI. That's more easy. You can also use scripting also. Scripting is easy. Like so here, you can understand better more than the UI. Okay, so search with Elastic chaps. This is the one, the document. Okay, so this is the script to automate. Copy the script. Okay, so here just delete this one and let me. Okay, so I told you right how to create a job. So like this, give the job name. Okay, under the job, you have to add the step. Okay, on the step one, you can give the command, whatever the command you want. I told you right, like if you are doing see this kind of automation, scale up, scale down the database, or rebuild, reorganize, update stats, integrity check, or you want to create an index tonight, so and so time. That script you can give here. That script will be executed. Where? Across all the servers and databases. Understand this team, how this works. Okay. So here the main, the command, whatever the command you give, that command will be executed in all the target machines. Okay. So before creating a job, huh? So like say you are creating a step. Can you create this step without the targets? Okay. While creating a step, you have to add the on which servers, on which targets I have to execute. That information you have to give here. Okay. So boss, before creating a job, you have to create the targets. Add the like how many servers, what's on what servers you want to execute. That you can define it first. Okay. And for those servers, username, password also you have to mention. Okay, otherwise it how it will go and it will hit and it will run without access. Sure now. Huh? So let's create these two first. Okay, why we are why we need to create those first? So because we have to give here those details. So first create a credentials name. Credentials is nothing but username, password of your target machines. Okay, this is the script by Nana. This is the script, okay, to create a credentials. So here you need to give your username, password of which server, okay, target servers. So what I suggest you, create a user, create a user, same username, create in all the servers name, same username, password. Okay, so just give DB owner, that's fine. Okay, so give the DB owner, and that username you can give here. Okay, all your targets. Uh, so create a user. So so for now, okay. mm, for now, team, like I don't have hundreds of servers, sir. So I can automate on this machine. Like so, this server I will use as a target server, target machine, dev server. So to this server, like if you want to create a new login, you can create it and use it that, or you can use directly SA. uh, so this SA, okay, so I'm using that SA directly. But can I create a credentials without master key? No. Okay, on the job database, sir, first create a master key. Okay, next create a credentials. Some name you can give it like better name. So what is this? Credentials of like which server? Dev server. Like you can mention all servers. So yeah, dev server. Okay. So I am storing the username password in jobs database. Okay. Now, so this one you can mention here. Okay. So here credentials. It's ready. Next target group. Target group how to create like this. Okay, how many servers you want to add, you can add here. See server name and database names, so that your job will run on there only. So let me create in another window here. Suppose 1,000 servers. So like the script is lengthy, right? It become so. Create a group name, target group name. Just give here all production servers, something like that. You can give the group name. Okay, under the group, see this is a logical, a kind of a folder you are creating. Logically grouping. Okay, so now give the server name, dev server 1729. Okay, so DBA1 database. See, I want to give the target group as a databases. See, if you can give SQL server, just server you can give, so that the job will be executed in all the databases by default. Suppose you want to specifically mention the database, I want to only these databases. Yes, you can also mention the database. Okay, so like this. Next, add some more servers and databases. Okay, so DBA2. So like this. Add some more. DBA3 like this. Okay, so like this, you can add any number of servers and databases. Okay, so S1 it supports 100 concurrent, right? Initially, so yeah, 100 you can add. Yeah, see like this, you can add all the servers to that group. So that group, this is a group, right? We created. So this group, huh? So that group you can give here. Okay, now create the job. So create the job. Okay, now create a job step. So here you can give like whatever the command you want to execute, that command you can give. So I'm not doing any rebuild, reorganize, update stats team. But if you want to do that rebuild, reorganize, update stats, create that SP across all the servers and databases. Okay, so you can use Ola Elegant script or hmm, uh, some like SP is also available to automate your Azure SQLDBA stuff. You can Google it. Huh? So see, this is a SP. It's there in GitHub, written by somebody. Okay, this guy. So, so this one you can use. See what it performs. It perform rebuild, reorganize, and update charts based on the fragmentation. Okay, based on the fragmentation. So just create this SP in all databases. Okay, so how to execute like this? You can execute. You can give the command. Okay, so now I am not doing those, or you can use Ola Hellegren script also for doing rebuild, reorganize, update charts. Okay, so now I am doing using this job. I am creating a table. If I run the job, it will create a table. Okay, simple. Create table name employee. Okay, so this is a job step. Done. Okay, so now you can schedule this job. Okay, so that specified schedule time that will run automatically. Or if you want to run manually, you can run the manually. Let me run manually. Okay, so see, run it. If I run this manually, what happened then? So this job, it will connect to these servers. So this containing these servers, right? Servers and databases. Yes. Okay. So this job, it hits these servers by using of username password you mentioned here. This stores the username password. Okay. And table creation done. Yeah. So let me run it. Done. See how the job is executing. See, in progress currently. Okay, in progress currently on which servers and databases. See, yeah, even to monitor the jobs, you don't need to connect all targets, hundreds servers. You don't need to connect. Just connect to this job database and monitor how the jobs, whether the job is failing, whether the job is completed, on one server completed, another server still running. It all depend on the database size, right? Like if you perform rebuild, reorganize, creating a table like see, now it's already done. So see, success, rebuild index, job step, see, it's showing succeeded. So here also keep filter where life cycle it's not succeeded, it's failed, in progress, like that you can give order by maybe start time you can give, or end start time you can give, the latest you can see at the top. Okay, like that you can monitor the jobs in real time. Okay.
Raj, one question.
Mm.
Uh, can we create, a database with backup from
Uh,
production to lower environment using this?
mm. See, Azure
Yeah.
SQLDB, they only uh, taking the backups, right? You cannot take any backups.
No, just creating the copy of production database on lower environment.
Yeah, you can perform. Yes.
Use Elastic Job.
Yeah. But why? That's a like a one-time task, right? If you are performing like
Yeah. So
frequently,
it's
then automate it.
yeah, deployment situation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So not only using Elastic jobs, you can automate using Windows Scheduler. You use so all these, any one you can choose and you can automate that. Copying the job, sorry, copying the database one server to another. Hmm, Yeah. Okay. So mm, where are we? Yeah. So this one, right? So just check it whether the table created or not. See, this is the table, right? So on the target servers, you can just check it. Let me check randomly. So on this database, let me check it randomly whether the table is created or not. Okay, I am doing Alt F1 till Alt F1 means properties of the table. Okay, expanding and all that will take time. Okay, so let's do this way. So yeah, expanding and all that takes time. You see this table when it got created just now only 247 UTC time. Okay, yeah, so like that you can do. You can automate using this. How to automate? Hmm? Automate so you can give the schedule here. Just refresh. Hmm? You can give the schedule, or you can also use the same T-SQL script, something like this. Okay, job name enabled, uh, schedule interval type every 15 minutes, every 1 hour, every week. So something like that you can give. Check the documentation also. Okay, you can use UI. So this is the job, right? Yeah, this is the job. Okay, yeah. So this one somewhere, see, enable the job and scheduling. Where the scheduling here, sir? So I'm also not comfortable using the UI, sir. Okay, so rebel index, JavaScript, job steps, enable the job, enabled. See here. Okay, edit the job and give the schedule. Okay, enable and say recurring. So you can give. Okay, yeah. So you can give the schedule either UI or through script. Yeah, and so tomorrow if you want to add more servers, okay, so what you will do, you don't need to disturb the existing job. Okay, just what you need to do, tomorrow if you have more servers, add to this group. Okay, say now, hmm, that group having the so and so servers and databases, right? Hmm? Okay, currently this group having the how many servers? Huh? Single server with multiple databases. Hmm. Add more servers and databases. So for now, let me add one more database. The same server we have one more database. Let me add. Okay, DBF4. Okay, just see now. Okay, target groups. Here we don't have any create date and all thing. So that would be better to be add also when the server database added and all. But if you give such kind of recommendations or feedback to Microsoft, they will add. Okay, so they take the what we call our feedbacks. Okay, you can like here also somewhere uh, that options. Okay, see feedback. Hmm? So they will add team in the coming. They are always improving day by day. All these resources, they are improving. Okay, to make more comfortable to the people. Yeah. So team, we added this new database, right? Now, if I run this job, what will happen? Can you guess? Huh? If I run the same job, what will happen, team? The table already have right these databases, three databases. The job will fail on these three databases. Okay, and the newly added databases that will be executed successfully. Okay, so let me run it and see the job execution. Okay, so better to give always top order by start time, descending order, right? The latest, see, this is the latest 1 to 6. Okay, see, on one database succeeded. Okay, so I don't know why it's showing skipped here. Let's see. Okay, so succeeded on where? Which database? DB4. Okay, on these three, it's showing different. Skipped because execution. See, previous job is still running. Team. Okay, previous still running. That's why. Hmm? Yeah, still running on the target. Hmm? Yeah, descending order or ascending order. Team? Descending order only, right? Yeah. So let me run the job again. Hmm. Still skipping, still running. Oh, why still running? Because we enabled this. Okay, so like that you can see it waiting for child execution. Still running. Okay, okay. So team, any questions so far? No. So team, why still running team? So see here, waiting for retry. This is the one still running team. I think. So team, I think one of us are you guys connected to this job database now? I think you guys are running, right? Why? Because these many executions are. Huh? Are you guys are running? No. Okay. I don't know.
Retry.
Huh? Sorry.
Maybe it is retrying.
I didn't get you. Sorry.
Maybe it is retrying some number of
Yeah,
times.
retrying. Yes, yes, I know. Yeah, it's retrying, but at the same single run only, it is retrying. It will retry, and it will fail. Okay. So how many times it will retry? Maybe like 10 times. See here, 9 times already done. So 10 times it will retry and it will fail. Okay. So say command failed because there is already object named. Hmm? For retrying, it won't start a new job. Okay. Yeah. So that's fine. Okay. So team, like this, you can create the jobs in real time using the elastic jobs. Okay. It's easy, right? Just like on premise. Huh? So this is more powerful than SQL agent jobs. Huh? Can't I say like that? Yes. Say 1,000 servers creating jobs on each server. It will take a lot of time. But here, a centralized database is enough to create all the 1,000 servers. Huh? Just give logically group and add that to that group and give that group to the job. What are all the servers there? The job will be executed on that group. Simple. Like that, you can create any number of jobs. Also, you can create any number of target groups also. Just groups, sir. Okay. Only 4 servers I want to execute. For 4 servers, just create another group and create a separate job. Only those 4 servers, the job will be executed. Okay. So like that, you can use elastic jobs. And documentation. Uh, so here we have a documentation. You can go through this. So how to create Okay. If you want to see all the jobs, all the jobs along with the steps, execution monitor status, I want to cancel the job. Okay, you can cancel the job, stop the job. Okay, if you want to stop the job only one server, how to do? Go and connect to that server and kill that session. If you want to stop the job all the servers, so use this command on the job database. If you want to delete the old history, job execution history, so go through this documentation. Okay, add the job, update the job, delete the job. So that's about the elastic job stream. Then if any job fails, I want a notification. So that also we have here. If any job fails, I need a notification. So this was not there before team notification. So Microsoft recently added monitoring. Okay, see monitoring alerts. You can get the alert. So this alert topic, we have a separate topic team. We can discuss there. Not only the jobs fail, even the database size, it exceeds, it reaches to its threshold, CPU 90% more than. So we can get that alerts. Okay, we can configure in alerts part. So here also team, like create alert rule. So when the job execution fails. Okay, so just give some count, one something like we'll discuss this part later also. Okay, just so we need to create action group team here. Okay, so just DBA group. So on the DBA group, so here you can mention the email. Okay, so here if you give like a group email ID or individual email ID, you will get a notification. SMS also you can get it, or if you are installed app, mobile app, on the app also it's like something notification you can get it. Yeah, so like that you can also get the notification. So there is a like advanced thing also, like I want a notification as well as I want to do some action. Suppose like CPU 90% beyond. Okay, if beyond 90% I want to increase the hardware. Okay, see such kind of things also you can automate automatically, that run a job. Okay, so like see some run books, using run books I can automate that. Run books we are discussing tomorrow. Okay, so using run books also you can automate. That will trigger the job so that it will increase the hardware, that CPU pressure will go up. Something if you want to really do that way you can do also. If you want to not only CPU, if you want to do something, when this happen I want to do this, that also you can automate instead of manually doing. That also you can automate. So like that we have a alerts also team. If any job fails we get the notification here as well. Like on premise, in on premise you have to set it up your own SMTP server, but here Microsoft automatically, like we have here, they charge like 10 cents per alert. So for jobs related, so okay, 10 cents they charge per alert today. Yeah. See here 10 cents. Yeah, so that's about the elastic jobs day. The alerts and all we can discuss in detail. Okay, we have a separate topic. Yeah, that's it team for today. So any questions so far? Do you have? No? Okay, that's okay team. So let's continue tomorrow. Let's discuss on run books tomorrow. Using run books also how to automate. See run books, we can use PowerShell or Python scripts.
Yeah, Raj, hello, hello.
Suppose, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I have one question. If
Mhm.
I get a request from a developer. So he want to create one job in Azure.
Hmm.
So which permission I should give him?
Simple. Hmm. You want to create a job, okay? That job will perform so and so. Okay. Like suppose you want to only retrieve the data for running the command like select query. Suppose assume select permissions are enough. If the job is like modifying something, modification like DML permissions are required. The user which
No,
you
no,
are
no.
using. Hmm.
The developer wants to create a job for running its store procedure or something else. So for creating jobs for the developer, which
Ah,
permission should I give?
okay, okay, okay.
Like
So
on-premise, we give SQL agent, operator role, reader role.
mm, mm, mm,
That's like in Azure,
mm,
which
mm,
permission we have to give.
mm. So here, like you can share the server details, username, password, so that they can also create the jobs on this job database. Okay, there is no agent operator role. Such kind of roles we don't have. Okay, that's different, right? So that SQL agent is inbuilt with server. Okay, so my suggestion, if they need a job and all, they request a DBA guy. DBA guys can create. Okay, so don't give such permissions to them. Mm. Maybe like like your jobs also they may like there are chance of mistakes they may do. So that's why avoid it. You can create the jobs for their jobs also under your uh, uh, you only create it better. Okay, under the jobs. So what permissions you require? Just give share the SC admin details. Okay. Huh? Yes or no? Because here, like creating a see, these are all ad job. Huh? So separate permissions, you not possible to give it to them. Okay. So just share if you want to really. Hmm? Or
Yeah.
for developers related, you can create a separate job server. Okay. On those job server, on those job database, they create their own jobs. But again, extra for that jobs database, have to pay extra amount. Hmm?
Okay.
Okay. In real time, we only create the jobs, right? Hmm? DBS only. Okay. So team, that's it. That's why team, like production, you can create a separate job server. Non-production, you can create a separate server. Non-production, you can share it to them. SC admin details. Okay. So that they can also create the jobs on non-production. Yeah. So that's it team. And tomorrow we will discuss using PowerShell how to automate. Hmm? Same kind of stuffs using PowerShell how to automate and all we'll discuss. Thanks team. Thanks for joining today early. So see you tomorrow, same time. Have a nice day. Bye.